All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Connor Fletcher. I'm the procurement analyst for this solicitation. For the record, this meeting is being recorded and has been publicly noticed. Today's meeting is being held by means of communications media technology. Active participation will be for everyone in attendance. Provisions have been made for any member of the public desiring to have access to attend the meeting. The meeting will also be available via recording on Bonfire after the meeting has ended. As a matter of housekeeping for participants, please mute your audio unless speaking. Bidders are cautioned that only a written addendum may change the bid document. Any statements or comments made by the county at this meeting, which might appear to modify the bid document, shall be considered by bidders only as a tentative position of the county. In order for these statements to be considered as an actual change to the solicitation, they must be published in a written amendment or addendum. Please also be advised the cone of silence is in effect and bidders should not contact any employees other than myself or those identified in the cone of silence clause in the bid document. All questions should be submitted in writing via the vendor discussions in Bonfire. The deadline for those questions is going to be 14 days from today, but please submit them as early as possible so we can provide responses in a timely manner. With that said, I'm going to turn this over to Roy Rojas from Economic Development.
Thank you very much, Connor. My name is Roy Rojas. I'm the Special Project Coordinator of the MBE and SBE program here at Hillsborough County. It's a pleasure to be here. And our mission at this program is to integrate and have the opportunity for those companies, if you as a bidder want to integrate and want to use small companies in your projects, if you can use or you commit to use 10% of the total amount of the contract in the project, so you will be able to have points to the bid. Thank you very much, Connor. Let me know if you have any other question. Hello?
I do not at this time, thank you. Well, actually, could you go briefly over the AAEO documents and what sort of stuff might normally be missed or what sort of stuff you're specifically looking for in those?
Okay, yes, of sure. The AAEO is a documentation that is provided with the bid. For that documentation, please contact your procurement department. Our goal is to make sure that you are complying with the documentation as well. And pretty much the template and all the information will be submitted after this meeting.
Okay, with that done, we'll hand it over to William Hand. He is the project manager for this solicitation.
Hello, everybody. I'm Bill Hand, the project manager with Capital Programs Department that will be managing the project for fire rescue and emergency management. Along with me, the review committee members include Tim Dudley, who is the Director of Office of Emergency Management, who's here today, along with Roberto Crespi, the facility manager for the fire rescue. Just wanted to kind of go over the scope of the project. It does, it is very general in nature because it does say PSOC renovations. The primary portion of the work will be a building addition to the existing public safety operations complex for Hillsborough County that's located at 9450 East Columbus Drive. Let me just share the Google image of location. If you see the screen, it shows the interchange of I-75 and Martin Luther King, which is State Road 574. This building is located just south of the Sable Industrial Park, accessed off of Columbus Drive, which connects between Falkenberg Road and 301. And just going over to that building, you see, which we will be providing a site tour this afternoon at 2. We have public parking in the front of the building, accessed off of Columbus Drive, and we'll meet inside the reception area to conduct a tour of the building areas involved in the renovations. Looking at the back of the building, you start to see a loading area that is on this northwest corner of the building. We have a chiller plant along with generators across the driveway. We have kind of a loop driveway that accesses the complex, which includes the front building, which we call the core building, along with a warehouse behind the core building that are designed to Category 5, 200 mile per hour wind speed. It's a high risk Category 4 building, which we're looking at doing the addition right over the loading dock. We're going to do loading from the east side of the building in the future. And we're also repurposing portions of the warehouse, which are currently the logistics warehouse for fire rescue, because we're building a freestanding warehouse across the street to the south of the building. So this scope will include improvements to the one-story core building and fire rescue warehouse to expand disaster response and relief capacity of the Emergency Operations Center functions. The new building addition is anticipated to be approximately 12,400 square foot, 2-story building to increase sleeping quarters for use during emergency activations. There are other renovations that we're anticipating to the kitchen and other areas within the interior PSOC in addition to the building addition. Local funding has been supplemented by a state of Florida emergency management grant to fund enhancements to serve the 300 local, state, federal emergency personnel deployed for emergency support of citizens and shelters for pre, during, and post disasters. The county is soliciting proposals from highly qualified professional architectural firms with substantial and successful experience in the design and construction of emergency operations facilities compliant with ICC standard for design and construction of storm shelters 500-2014, or where hurricane provisions are more stringent, the 2023 Florida Building Code 8th edition, risk category 4 buildings. The selected firm must be a state of Florida licensed architecture firm supported by requisite in-house or consulting licensed engineers. The prime firm, i.e. the firm that will be contracted with, must demonstrate their capability and experience in design, permitting, and construction of emergency operations centers. The firm will be expected to demonstrate a proven track record of successfully completed projects of similar size and type as that of the subject solicitation. It is the county's intention to solicit responses from as many firms as are interested, to evaluate those responses and to select the most qualified firm. I wanted to bring your attention to the evaluation criteria. Have a total of 100 points. Ability of the firm and its professional personnel is 31 points. Firm experience with projects of similar type and size, 33 points. Firm's willingness and ability to meet schedule and budget requirements, 8 points. Effective firm's recent, current, and projected workload, 8 points. And effective project team location, 20 points. Going through this scope, the proposing firm must be the architect of record for the project. Architect of record services cannot be subcontracted. The proposing firm must demonstrate capability and experience in design, permitting, and construction of projects of similar type and size. And then the prime firm's experience in the following areas will be of importance. Experience demonstrating high quality yet cost-effective site planning and architecture that is compatible with existing PSOC core building. Experience in design, construction, and permitting of state-of-the-art emergency operations facilities demonstrating sustainability, durability, functionality, and low maintenance. Experience with delivering projects on time and on budget. The experience and qualifications of the proposer's project manager or lead professional designated for the day-to-day contact and management will be of importance. The designated project manager should be a state of Florida licensed architect with demonstrated successful experience in the design and construction of similar projects. The project manager should be qualified to act as a point of contact with the county through all phases of the project, including construction administration. The proposer must provide information regarding its intended critical and specialty subconsultants. A local civil engineer will be preferable. And of course, the primary emphasis is the two-story addition, about around 12,000 square feet. And there are site utilities that are potential conflicts that we have to be worked around in that area. So that's the civil engineering portion of the work related to that. Let's see, the schedule is really based primarily on our state grant that we have, and it has deadlines associated with the grant. So we've got the consultant selection that's underway now, assuming that the contract could be approved by December of this year. Design and permitting completed by September of 2025. Construction award completed by November of 2026. Wait a minute. I guess that I'm not sure what I have there, but the construction needs to be completed by February of 2027, with final completion in April of 2027 per the grant requirements. So that's in general the scope. As I discussed, we've got the dormitory, two-story dormitory addition, potential interior improvements that may include training rooms along with kitchen modifications. So if there are any questions, I guess, Connor, do you want to take that over?
Yes, any questions should be directed to me, and they should be provided via the bonfire vendor discussions tab. Anything else from you, Bill?
Tim, is there anything you'd like to say about the project?
Bill, you hit all the high points. Glad you stated the timeline as the requirements for the state grant. And the timing is crucial. Also looking at the scheduling as we move from one hurricane season to the other. As you know, that starts 1 June. So just the timing of that and when we be able to project out, because then that would alter our current planning process, if you will, for those type of support. Thank you.
All right, with that said, anything else from you, Roy, or any other members of Hillsborough County before we conclude?
Yes, I would like to go a little bit deeper among the points required for affirmative action and equal employment opportunities. That requires or stipulate that the proposer should provide one distribution of the firm current proposal delimited by race, sex, and EEO category using the grid provided in the RPS, 1 point for the properly completed grid, a copy of the firm's equal employment opportunity policy statement, 0.5, a copy of the proposer current affirmative action plan, and if the proposer firm has 15 or more employees, or if less than 15 employees, a signed dated copy of an affirmative action policy statement. So if you provide this information, you will be able to be awarded 2.5 plus 2 points for your bid. Any other question related this? Our goal here in our department is to check this information and make sure that you comply with this important information or policy. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Roy. With that said, if there's nothing else from Hillsborough County, I will end the recording and conclude this meeting. Okay, I'll be ending the recording. This is also a reminder, there is a site visit at 2 p.m. today, 9450 East Columbus Drive. Ending the recording. Thank you.